and sit down.
Oh my God, I'm back, everyone. I had a great 3-day weekend. Oh, I was at the beach, topless. I know. I went to the beach and, it wasn't really that crowded. And I don't like those icky tan lines. So I took my top off. It was fantastic. I got a little bit of color. I know it's hard to see on my face, but, I was laying on my tummy so my back could get tan. And I only rolled over a few times. I don't want to get that leathery look on my face. So that is what I was doing. I hope everybody else had a great weekend, a nice extended weekend. I know I did. So
hurry up and show your dumb video.
Oh.
I have a stream to do.
Okay, Mr. Smith, chill out. I have a new video I want to show everybody of myself. So let's watch this video and then I'll get Mr. Smith on to start the show. Geez, he's so just rassy and stuff after 3 days. I tell you, okay, here it is. Oh my God, that is what you wanted to show? I cannot believe I let her show. I'm sorry. I need to screen these videos better, apparently, of hers. That was a previous employer of hers. Wow, I'm really amazed. I'm sorry. I should never have let her shown that. I hope everyone had a great 3-day weekend. Pardon me. I got to pull this up on the old YouTube channel of mine to make sure everything is working well and looking good here. So here we have it. Now I can see, yes, everything's looking good. JP Roca is in the house. Hello, JP. Jay Lee in his house. Hello, Jay Lee. Today is part 2 of the Green Lantern drawing stream. That's why I've got the old man's specs on so I can see. Yeah, yes, it is. It is Green Lantern time. So without further ado, let's get to it and share the screen. There it is. You don't need to see my face. So we'll just do that. And yeah, we're just going to do a little drawing, a little chatting. Let me know how your guys' weekend was. Mine was good. Saturday, what I do Saturday? I did some work on Saturday. Yeah, I did a little work, a little worky work. Sunday, just kind of chilled out, relaxed a little bit. Took a dip in the pool that we have above ground. You know, none of this in-ground stuff. We're not loaded enough to have an in-ground pool. Those things aren't cheap. So yeah, so did that, and then cooked out on Sunday as well. A little tradition, and did some reading. Ray Dog is in the house. What is up, Ray Dog? Smitty D, you know it. Billy Ray there, back from my studio days in the early 90s in Florida, nicknamed me Smitty D. Anyhow, let's draw some Green Lantern. Get his boots in here. Gotta do some costume deets on green before I move on to Kilowog. So always drawing through the forms. You can see the calf going behind the leg here. Always doing that. And then what I'll do is, even though I'll be tracing this off, I like to try and visualize it as much as I can without the sketch in lines there. Oh yeah. Oops, got to make that smaller. Ooh, went to watch fireworks in Chicago. Nice. We did not go see fireworks for the first time. If you saw, Grandmaster EVS, Ethan, did a stream about his Cyberfrog action figure campaign. Morning, got my, oh, awesome. Glad you got the stuff. Did a stream on Sunday night, so I hopped on that for about 4 hours. 3 days off, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Sunday did nothing. Yesterday started a splash double. Oh, very good. Sunday, Monday, relaxed. Nice. You will be seeing me at MegaCon in August. Yes, I will be down there. We'll be able to see each other. So anyhow, back to this. Guys, what do you think before I get down to this part of his costume? Should I go old school Green Lantern, where he has the costume line down here on his legs, or new, where it cuts across his waist? You guys tell me, and that's the costume I'll do. Because I like either one. Still like how it cuts here. Go old. I've got a go old comment coming in. Old school. Grandmaster EVS. Oh, everybody wants that bucket of chicken fist. You know it. I'm hoping it gets up there so I get that bucket of chicken fist for my Cyberfrog action. I went with the modern Cyberfrog action figure, of course. You'll notice when I launched the stream this morning, I showed the video for First Man Volume 2. Please go sign up for that. The link is in the description below. So you can sign up for that campaign. Let's get that sign-ups going. Everybody that signs up gets 10% off. Upon launch, everybody's wanting an old school GL. Well, that works for me. Ray Dog is the artist of a book at DC from the early 90s called Damage. So if anybody out there collected Damage from DC in the 90s, that was Ray Dog doing the art. I forgot if we covered this Friday, Annie, but who is your favorite GL artist? Oh, good question. I'm really digging Green Lantern, Gil Kane, Silver Age right now. Actually, last night, I've got all of the Showcase Green Lantern books, you know, the DC Comics black and white phone book, big collections. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I've got all the phone book collections, and I got to say, Neil Adams is up there with one of my faves, but I really looking more at the Gil Kane stuff. You can kind of see a young Neil Adams influenced by Gil with the foreshortening and the figures of Gil did of Green Lantern flying. You know, Gil was really forcing the perspective, the camera behind him with the feet in your face and stuff. So I'm going to go Gil Kane with Neil Adams as a second. So there you have it. Asked and answered. I do like this costume. There we go. Just got to draw his gloves, and then he's pretty much done for, I can trace this off. I'll be able to print this out and trace it off to pencils from this tightness here. So there's GL. Let's see. Gil Kane's the best. I'm waiting for DC to finish the Silver Age reprints. I mean, they're all pretty much done in the showcase books. The showcase books are just kind of hard to get. Green Lantern's your favorite super, Andy? Who's your favorite super heroine? I don't know if I have one. To be totally honest with you, I've never really been like, oh, this is my favorite female superhero. So I'm going to just say I don't really have one. There's Green Lantern. Da-na-na-na. Little muscles in here. And here's what I love about doing digital stuff too. I can do this. I can go CD. And then ready, watch this. Boom, it's off his chest. Floating there. And then I can go in with my little eraser and erase out the center line stuff that indicates his chest. Look at that. And then if I really want, oh yes, if I really want, I can even go in with this bad boy. It's a little too thick. You're like, what's he doing? Don't worry, you'll see soon enough. I'm just trying to do a little bit of white to paint out the stuff below it. So there it is. Boom. Now I'll just trace that off. I mean, I didn't have to do that. I just did that for you guys because you're special to me. Billy Ray slapping down the compliments. Oh, stop, Ray Dog. You're a fantastic artist in your own right. No wonder, man, no major. I don't have any really big heroin influences. No wonder my art is so macho. I got to be honest. I like drawing guys more because they're. It's not that they're harder to draw. Whoops. They're just to me funner to draw with all the anatomy and stuff. Anyhow, let's move on to Kilowog. I will try and fit Star Sapphire in here somewhere. By the way, she is not out of the picture, just so you know. Now, here's the question. Should I do Kilowog? Because you can see in my sketch, I did Kilowog with the thinner upper arms and the more Popeye-esque forearms. That was kind of how Joe Staton drew him back in the day, and some other guys. What up? Ronald Shaw is in the house. That's kind of how Joe Staton drew Kilowog back in the day with thinner upper arms and the big Popeye forearms. Or do I draw him with just big biceps and triceps as well, and give them regular proportion, I guess you could say, arms? They have 4 trades so far, printed through issue 48. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about the showcase stuff, they stopped with number 5, but number 5 goes all the way through Neal Adams' run, and I think a couple issues beyond it. So to me, I'm good with that. Let's just see. I can always change these. I'm going to sketch in normal size arms here for Kilowog, because to me he's beefy, and he's showing the guns. So even though my original sketch had the thinner ones, I'm going to do this. See, at this stage of the game, I would not suggest just doing outlines like this. If you're starting off, you want to get the underdrawing tight. But after doing it for so many years, I can do this way, because then I can see if the silhouette works for me. We're doing old school Green Lantern costume. That means Kilowog's got the same costume. North Free says you want those Popeye arms. I can do that, North Free. It's not too late. It's not too late. And in fact, check this out. Instead of erasing stuff, I can just do this. Watch this, buddy. Watch this. Oh, just pull it in tight like that. Wait, I am not done. Look at this transformation. Go. Whoop. Bring it in. Look at that. JP says, I'm not a fan of the direction they went with Hal and Adams' run. O'Neill seems to not get Hal's character. You know, I bought it. I didn't mind that stuff. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I'm an art guy, so, you know, bought it for the art. I haven't read those issues in a long time. But there we go. Look at that. Somebody chimed in. It was North Free. He said, give me the Popeye type thin arms. So there you go. That's all it takes. Your wish is my command, brother. Brother, let me tell you something, brother. This is harder for me than drawing at a con because at a con, people usually walk away and come back for their drawings, and I don't really have to chat as much. But doing a live stream, I feel I need to try and chat some as well. Oh, I watched on Amazon Prime over the weekend. My daughter and I watched The Tomorrow War. So that was good. XU Rao Arts, hello to you. The magic of technology. Shazam! You know it. Hello, thank you for joining. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, please support this guy. He's an artist. Look at that. Look at those emojis. I don't know what I just popped open here. The hell was that? Yeah, so we watched The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. You know, it was okay. I definitely think it was more quote unquote made for TV. You know, if there was never COVID, would it have gone to the box office, or would it was an Amazon movie? So, you know, I don't know if he would have Bezos would have tried to get it into the box office or not, or kept it on Amazon, but I don't know. It was just okay. It was entertaining for what it is. My buddy Dennis from the Dennis and Andy show is still out of town. Comes back later this week, I believe. So we get our Dennis and Andy shows back up and running. Since I know the costume for him, I can pop in his pants line. Oh, it's evening. Where are you at? Are you in India? Where are you at? What else I watch? Oh, I finished off the second season of Black Summer on Netflix. Their zombie show that uh, is just as good, if not better, than The Walking Dead. So I finished that off. That was fun. Now, of course, got to wait till next year for season 3 to come out. So that blows, but it ended well. Nice little cliffhanger. You are in India. I was correct. So what time is it over there, good sir? Is it 10 o'clock at night? I have no idea. I'm just guessing. Always draw through. Little known fact, the calf muscle is lower on the inside of the leg. Bye bye. XU, have a good night. The calf muscle is lower on the inside of the leg, like this. And then you got that muscle, and this all runs around. I think that's the tibia on the inside. So this is bone right here. This is all bone where I just did that line that I'm about to erase. and calf muscle runs alongside it. It's higher on the outside, but if the calf muscle is lower on the inside of the lower leg, the ankle is higher. That's right. The ankle is higher on the inside and lower on the outside, which you can't see from this angle. And then this muscle wraps around like this. And that's bone, baby. It's 7 p.m. over there. We were close, guys. So it's 9 here, basically, and 10-hour time difference. Do you have some new comics to show off on the DNA show? Probably. I don't have anything right here to show. Kneecap and stuff. There's that. Sketching his boot. Always drawn through. See, this ankle is higher, and then this one is lower. It's not straight across. Calf muscle is lower here, higher up here. Here's his foot. What are you guys watching these days? Anything good? Fill me in. I need more TV shows to tune into. The type of joint, not the type you smoke, yo, but the type of joint at the ankle is a ball joint. So you can kind of sketch in a ball like that, because that's how the foot can rotate around. Same with the wrist on this ball joint. See, it's a ball. Ankle here. If the ankle on the other side is actually down here, but you can't see it, but this is higher than this ankle, and then the heel rotates the heel of the foot on the ball joint, and he's pointing his little toesies. Then this muscle, which is this sliver right there, comes around and kind of connects right at the bottom of the knee here, and then comes around. The backside of the hamstring on the outside comes and connects to the side of the knee here. Back of the calf rolls around like that. And you got the other back side of the calf. And you got the ankle right there. Look at that. And then got to drop his boot in, yo. There's his bootay. And when I say bootay, I don't mean his buttay. Let's see, you got some comments here. Watch mainly YouTube shows. I've been doing that. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord is on. I'm watching. That's cool. I assume that sounds like it's a cartoon, anime maybe. Vinland's Viking anime. Okay. Community again. Watching Rick and Morty as those new episodes came out. I've never watched Rick and Morty, but Community was fantastic. Give Kilowog kind of different looking abs. Let's offset Kilowog's abs. Because not all abs are built the same, guys. Look at that. Get them abs in there. You know, okay, let me take these in order. Superman and Lois is really good so far. The Expanse, I hear, is awesome. I need to watch that. I keep forgetting about that show. Um, yeah, I mean, I watched The Flash. That's the only other DC show I watched. I used to watch Legends, but I stopped watching Legends because it just started boring me. The double insignia on Hal is Ethan Van Sciver started this, and I thought it was cool when he's flying through the air. If you look through some of those comics Ethan did, he has the insignia pop off of his chest, kind of like a siren, like a light. And I thought that was cool. You know what I realized I forgot? So basically, once I ink this, I haven't decided if I want to do it because it is more of a color thing. Because I can always turn it off like that. So I haven't decided. You know, it's woo woo woo. We're going to the rescue. Turn the light on. So, but let me get his neck in here. Not his neck, but his costume cutting through his neck. His little neck hole. I never know if I should give him a high collar around the neck or a lower one like that. I might have to pull that up some. Uh, let's see. Speaking of anatomy, who do you think is the greatest in comic history for anatomy and master anyone can learn from? Whoa, that is a good question. Oh, you know, Gil Kane, I think, is awesome because, you know, at anatomy. Gil Kane for sure is awesome at anatomy. Um, you know, I'd be remiss, honestly, if I didn't say my buddy Bart Sears. His anatomy is just so good. Um, so much to learn from him. You know what? I'm going to pull this up some. I think it's a little too low. Gil Kane, Bart Sears. Those are the first two to come to mind. Alan Davis is really good. His anatomy just really flows. Um, so Davis is good. Yeah, I think I like this better. Yes, I like that better. That's a double-edged sword question. It is. Everybody has different tastes, you know? Everybody has different tastes. And it all comes down to who they learn from. You know, the anatomy books I have, maybe I'll do that for a show. Maybe for an episode of my show, I'll go through some of my favorite anatomy books. You know what? I think I will do that. I just picked up a good one too. So for a future episode, I'm going to do anatomy books. Excuse me as I jot that down. Making a note so I don't forget. I have something lined up for tomorrow, which is comic book related. But I don't want to give it away just yet. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Here's the downfall with this program. You can blow up things so large that you can really lose track and start scribbling on stuff that will just not. Oh, if we're doing classic Hal, I should give him the old sideburns like Neil used to. It's the 70s, baby. He had those sideburns going on. Give him the sideburns. All right, let's get back to Kilowog. Pulling his arm out. Deltoid's going to swing out more, lift up. Remember, I always like to draw through. So with this arm swinging up like that, if you lift your arm up, you can feel your trapezius muscle crunch. So this one is more elongated. This one is crunched up. And it pulls out like that. Lifting his arm up. Past Master Dan. Well, you know, if you look at Green Arrow, he had the porn stash and goatee. So Anatomy always looked at Jim Lee, John Buscema, Frank Frazetta, the three. You know, I love John Buscema's Anatomy. Frank Frazetta, of course, is fantastic. Jim Lee, I think, does great superhero. Yeah, there you go, Cecil. I think Jim Lee does great uh, comic book anatomy. You know, it's definitely comic book anatomy that Jim does. In other words, he's definitely stylizing it more with the way some of the muscles interact with each other, more of a comic book way than a actual realism way like Buscema or Frazetta. But I love it. Jim is a very big student of Bridgman. George Bridgman is the artist. Dave Finches as well. You can look at their work, and if you try to deconstruct it, the underdrawing of it, you can see George Bridgman in both those guys' work. These are tendon connections right here for the muscles of the forearm. Oh, he had to do his glove. Get that fist going. Fist of Fury. What's up, Val? Past Masterton, Cecil's everything wrong with society. Aww. Cecil cracks me up. That dude has some funny tweets going on. Remember, man, First Man is in demand. So if you haven't got First Man yet, you can still go. Link is in the description below to pick up First Man Volume 1 and sign up for First Man Volume 2 while you're at it. Val says I need to interact with Cecil more. Billy Ray recommends TB Choi's YouTube channel. Pop a link here, buddy, so we can see it. Pop a link here, buddy. I don't know who that is. Here's an awful tendency I have, and it's hard to break because I have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. So, and not a joke, I do. I have OCD. And it'll cause me to go over an area just repeatedly. I'll just get stuck like a record player that's skipping and just keep going over and over an area. Drives me kind of crazy, but after this many years, I've kind of learned to deal with it. Agent Cub got First Man. Now we need a Second Man, which you mean is a second volume, which will be coming. That's why I'm saying everybody needs to go sign up to it. Go check out the video. I already played it at the beginning of today's stream, but that doesn't mean you can't go check it out again. So I just don't like this bicep right here. This is where the anal retentiveness of me comes in. You're like, what's wrong with that bicep? Well, when you flex your arm with your forearm up like that, your bicep comes in tighter up here. And then you can see the tendon that connects it down in here. And then, so just wanted to fix that. See, that's OCD. Past Master Dan, I never would have guessed, or would have never guessed. Are you talking about my OCD or something else? It's all good if you are. Yes. I hate working on rusty autos. Got me hurting today. The people who build your cars are not mechanics. I hear you. Dan is on the CG Inner Circle moderating. Dan Fraga. I'm on the spectrum. I believe I am too a little bit, actually. No joke. But you know what? It makes us all unique. Once again, something you just kind of learn to live with. When I was a young adult, I really tried to work hard on my social skills and stuff, being partly on the spectrum. You know, it's just one of those things. You just work on it, you recognize it, you work on it. Anyhow, there's that. Now I got to move on to Kilowog's head. See if I like this arm still. Dan is on. No. All right. Who's your favorite Green Lantern member other than Earth's champ? Kilowog. Huh. You know, I never thought about it. I never really gave any thought. John Stewart. I like the Earth guys. I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest with you. See, right now I'm doing my OCD thing where I'm just getting wrapped up into this stupid bicep for no reason. Ugh. All right, I need to move on from it. Let's read some more of these comments. There's one book to help anybody on the spectrum, How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a great book. That is a great book. And it's not just for people on the spectrum. It's just a great book in general. This book makes such a huge difference. It does. I'm not kidding. I used to be an inspector for Subaru. When I got sick, they came to me and asked how I was able to do my job by myself, as they used 2 people to replace me. Wow. How do you explain OCD? My grandmother had it bad. I know I'm not being asked, but you have to say Tomo Ray. I do like Tomo Ray, actually. He's a good one. I like him. I do not mind Tomo Ray. All right. Oh, I got to do this hand. Got to bust out these big knucks. Damn, I got the Indiana Jones soundtrack going through my head from my video. Here's a question. Would you guys, when I do these drawing things, streams, would you rather have me draw on screen like this? I like doing it this way because I like doing it this way because you don't see my hand in front of the paper and it's more clear to see what I'm drawing. Or would you like me to do the Aaron Lopresti way where I move a camera and you see me drawing on paper? The problem with that is my hand would get in the way some, but you guys tell me. I'm up for anything. I will be glad one time to try doing a drawing stream like Aaron does. I've recorded myself drawing before, so you can find recordings on my YouTube channel of time-lapse drawings. But yeah, you tell me. Do you like this, or would you rather see me draw on paper? Past Master Dan says, at least your arms aren't covered in bad shag carpet. They're not. My arms, I will show you. Look at that. Not too hairy. I do not have hairy arms or legs. Digital is good. I mean, you don't see my face either way, so it's not like you're seeing my face when I'm doing this. Uh, and I can adjust a lot better. I mean, the sad part is I've been doing it this way for everything, for pages, commissions, and everything for so long that when I draw on paper, um, and I make a mistake, I'm like, oh crap, how do I? Oh, I guess I just have to erase it. Let me draw his ring here. Give him his big power ring. You know, I own like 2 or 3 power rings. I bet you didn't know that. I own 2 or 3 power rings. Yes, I do. That's how much of a Green Lantern nerd I am. Let's do his little chest symbol here. This is another thing I like about this. Just rotate this around. Boom, look at that. Oh, what is that? This way works for me. How intuitive is the program you're using to draw? It's very intuitive. It's Sketchbook Pro. It's the same program I use on my iPad to draw. Sometimes I use Procreate, but I like this better. Do you have the infamous white power ring? I might. If you drew on paper, Andy, it wouldn't matter. You don't sell your art, so we couldn't bid on it. No, no. When I do sketches and stuff, I sell those. I don't sell comic book pages, but I sell like this. Once I get this done on the sketch cover, this baby's for sale. Oh, yeah, I sell sketches. I do not know the answer to that. Morning Gabriel, love the UVA's white power ring. I will check. Hold on. Now you're going to make me get up and check if I have a white power ring. See how easy that makes life? He's got a bullseye on his chest. Bullseye. Oh, you know who else does great anatomy? Doug Mahnke. I love Doug Mahnke's work. That man does some great anatomy too. Yeah, so Doug Mahnke does great work. Love his. Current artists I love are Doug Mahnke. I will buy anything that guy draws. He is fantastic. Of course, my buddy Bart Sears. He's not doing superhero stuff though, so I still collect his work because he's my buddy. But I so wish he was drawing superhero stuff. Well, you could JP Roca, you could buy this. You could contact me offline and we could make a deal. See, that's how I roll, man. That's how I roll. I'll show you guys. Because you asked, I'm going to show you another Green Lantern sketch cover I did. Let me hit back to this. Hello. I'll show you guys a Green Lantern sketch cover I did that I thought turned out rather well. I made up a few Green Lanterns on this sketch cover too. People are like, oh, that's awesome. Where are those Green Lanterns from? I'm like, they're from my mind. Money on my mind and the money mind. Let's see. Where is it? Here's a recreation. Before I show the sketch cover, here's a recreation of Green Lantern #1 that I did. Wait, got a question, Jay Lee. So is all your sketch covers Green Lantern? No, I've got other sketch covers. I did this for fun. I did all the lettering was done printed out. So it's not my crappy hand lettering. It's printed out on the board, but the original art is Green Lantern, the clown dude. So I love this cover. So this is a recreation I did. Wait a second. I think, oh yeah, this is before I fixed it. His ring is on the wrong finger. See that? Look how dopey I am. I drew his ring. Did I draw his ring on the wrong finger? Hold on, now I gotta look at something here. I always get it confused. Yes, I drew his ring on the wrong finger here, like a dope. So the original art, the ring is here on his proper finger. That's how much of a dope I am. Let me find the other one I want to show you guys. Here is a here's something interesting you guys might like. Oh, that's not the finished. This is a Green Lantern page I did. Ever wonder why it's on his right hand? Because he's right-handed, I guess. That looks like truly fun old school cover. Enter the Clown Master. And guys, see, you say I don't sell my original art. I don't sell. Look how uneven my glasses are. Holy crap. These things are bent to shit. These are my work reading glasses. They're bent to hell. This is for sale, by the way. So you say, you know, I don't sell printed pages from comics, but commissions and stuff I do sell. So like I have this, and this is for sale. Oh, it's because you put your right hand on the Bible? Oh, I never knew that. Well, you know why I drew it wrong on this cover? Because as I was looking at the cover, I'm like, oh, it's on his right hand. So left, right. And then I realized, oops, that's backwards. That's his left hand. This is his right hand. Because I'm a dope. I'm a dope. So, yeah. So that is his left hand. So that is why I drew it wrong. Need to Gable says need to do the CG personality as lanterns. Oh my God, that would be so fun. That would be fun. See, I'm even looking at this cover going, wait, is that on his right hand? And what I do is I look at an action figure. So I take this isn't Green Lantern. This is next to my desk. My Green Lantern action figures are way over there on a bookshelf, but this is handy next to my desk. I look at this and I go, his ring is on his right hand. So right hand. And then I do this and I look at it in the pose. So this is what I do. Add to stream. Full layout. So I take my action figure when I draw, and I love this figure. And the reason I love it, I actually like this stupid blue Superman design. It's not Superman, but I think it's a cool design. I love the proportions of this figure. These are great to me, heroic, superhero proportions. I love these proportions. And if I could do a Green Lantern action figure, I would love to use this as not a Green Lantern. If I could do a First Man action figure, this would be the base for the figure, and I would need a different head to put on it because this head has hair and my guy does not. So anyhow, when I draw, sometimes I'll go, okay, I'm drawing Green Lantern. His ring goes on his right hand, which is this one. So then I look at it on the pose that I'm drawing. This is my point of view, and I go, oh, I drew the ring on the wrong finger because I'm a dope. Hello, welcome to the channel from Brazil, country I'd love to go to. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So anyhow, I want to show you guys this other one. I did this. I did this one years ago. This is at least 10 years old. And I was just messing around, and there you can see the green bouncing off his chest here. And I don't remember the name of this Green Lantern, but just flying up over a city. Uh-oh, it's evil Sinestro. Get a nice close-up of Sinestro here. Dun, dun, dun. And he's pointing at Sinestro like, yo, you need to get on out of my neck of the woods, yo. I'm Green Lantern. This is our city. Come at me, will you? You coming at me? Punch that bad guy. And then there it is. So I remember when they killed Superman, it's still the most infamous day in comic history. Everybody from every generation was pissed. Yeah. Sinestro needs a top hat and cape. I see what you're doing there. And I even did the total blackout on Green Lantern's costume, kind of like EVS does. I don't love it. I'll be honest. I don't love total black like this. I kind of like minimal highlights. I like the way Neil Adams spotted the blacks on Green Lantern's costume. So that's what I would do. But this was just fun to play around with, definitely fun to play around with. That is awesome. Thank you so much. There's this. I like doing the blacks on Green Lantern's costume like this. I even like this costume where it comes up on his shoulders and not over his arms. But that is not what I'm here to show you. A Green Lantern sketch cover that has a lot of Green Lanterns on it. So give me a second. Well, I've got a couple. Let's see. Before I get to, I'm going to build to the excitement. Here's another Green Lantern sketch cover I did. This is like New 52. Yeah, New 52 Green Lantern costume. And even Doug Mahnke was giving Green Lantern this type of hairstyle. So I went with that. So this is like New 52 Green Lantern hairstyle here. So there's that from 2015. Let's see what else. Oh, here's a fun one you guys will get a kick out of. I love this mini-series. I so wish I could have drawn this mini-series. Right there. Green Lantern making the classic. I'm taking my, you know what? We're getting up on an hour, so I think the drawing part is done for today. Classic Green Lantern sitting in a captain's chair he made out of his power ring, making fun of Kirk. I tried to draw Captain Kirk like the actor that was playing him at the time, the guy from Wonder Woman. So that was fun. Let's see. That's right, the Spectrum War. Here's another sketch cover. Oh, you know what? I should use this for my Kilowog reference. I forgot about this one. So here's a sketch cover with our man Hal, front and center in his new 52 costume. Got Kilowog blowing it up down here. So I'll definitely have to remember, because I was thinking, if you're thinking, why haven't I done Kilowog's head yet on that sketch cover? It's because I need to get reference on my screen, because I haven't drawn Kilowog enough to draw him out of my head. Chris Pine, that's it. Zoe Saldana. And I was trying my best to do kind of a likeness of each one of them on that cover. I got the single issues. I thought it was pretty cool, and I liked the artwork in it. Anyhow, so yeah, so I'm going to use this when I get back to that Green Lantern sketch cover with you guys. I'm going to use this for my reference for Kilowog's face, because I see I've drawn him. And then, you know, we got up here, I got the ring on the right hand. And then here we've got Star Sapphire rocking it. This sketch cover is already sold, by the way. This one is gone. So yeah, so Star Sapphire rocking it out. Green Lantern cutting through space, doing his thing. North Freeze asking, have I ever drawn the Alex Ross armored Green Lantern? I have not, but not a bad idea. I did draw an armored Green Lantern in an issue of Green Lantern. I did. Maybe that's a stream we need to do. I'm making another note. Green Lantern on the stream. Let's hope this pen works. It does. Green Lantern 75 is an issue of Green Lantern I did. Wait, no, 175. Green Lantern 175. Issue of Green Lantern I did that will go through the pencils one time. So we'll do that. Anyhow, I've been teasing this cover. Darn it, I found another one I got to show you guys. This had to be the hardest sketch cover I've ever drawn because of the paper. This was the new Green Lantern that Liam Sharp did, and they decided to do a green blank cover. It was so hard to draw on this paper to see the pencil and even the ink and stuff. And then I thought I'll get a little tricky and use some white to pull out some highlights, you know, so he's flying through space. I figured I'll do some white on his gloves and stuff, and on the Green Lantern symbol and some reflected light. Thought I would do a cool foreshortened pose of him coming right at us. I'm totally blowing this up the wrong way because my stupid mouse is not working correctly. There it goes. Jay Lee says, holy cow, thank you very much. I actually sold this right after I posted it. I love doing foreshortened shots like this. They're super fun. Val says, I want to see a stream with some of your usual guests past North, Hyper Pop, and JP Roca. What do you mean? They're on it right now. You nailed it. Thanks. Not me, though. Oh, you mean bring them on as guests? Yeah, I could think about that. Let me go back to solo. I've thought about having a weekly guest. Honestly, I keep forgetting to put the link out to my friends, but I thought about it. I'd love to have Aaron Lopresti, but it's too early for him because when I stream, it's 5:30 his time, 5:30 in the morning, and I know he ain't up yet. All right, anyhow, here's the one that I've been teasing forever. Oh, wait, hold on. I found something else. Here's the follow-up to that page I showed. So the page before, and this is inked because I didn't draw really tight pencils. So I inked it from loose pencil, so it's inked in a looser style. But the page before, if you remember, Hal Jordan punched that sumbitch, Sinestro. So this page picks up with Sinestro getting bam right into an office building, cut inside, through the building. The workers are like, what the hell's going on? I really, really like, come on. I really like how her face came out and the looser inking style. I love, guys, I'll be honest with you. I know some of my inks look tight. I know most of my inks are really tight, but I really do love inking in a looser style like this. It's so fun for me to ink in this looser style. The way I do it is I take a Hunt 102 pen point and I outline everything with the Hunt 102, and then I go back in with a brush and beef up outlines and add shadows and stuff with the brush. But I love this way, the way this woman's face came out in her clothing. I love the way this hand came out. Anyhow, he got punched so hard that he went through this building. Oh, and actually one of my favorite parts of this, little details like the desk, the computer, the partition, but I love the way I did the buildings back here freehand. It really gives you a sense that they're in the background. Anyhow, he gets punched so hard he goes through the whole building to the other side, comes out, get a nice shot of some buildings in the city back here, lands on the roof. We got Hal Jordan flying in, so I did like I said, I was really influenced by Gil Kane, and turn that off. Good Lord, that's annoying. I was really influenced by Gil Kane and Neil Adams. I love how they would draw the figure flying into the panel. So Hal's flying in, and Sinestro's like, now you're just pissing me off. And he's about to get real. So there's that. But what I really want to show was this sketch cover. This is on the same sketch cover I'm drawing right now. Here's another Kilowog for reference. So this chick here is a made-up Green Lantern. This chick is a made-up Green Lantern. I believe she's made up. But then we've got Kilowog. I can't remember this guy's name. I can't remember his name. Sinestro, when he was still part of the Green Lantern Corps. We've got Tomar-Ray here. And then, of course, Hal Jordan going, look at my brethren. And like I said, I made these people up. I paid to have this colored. Wrong way. So let this load. Here are the colors that I paid to have done. Got another question. Are you just as comfortable inking with both brushes and pens, Andy? Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, I'm not comfortable. 10, I'm so comfortable I could sleep with it. I'm a 10 with a brush and probably an 8 with a pen. So there you go. Sinestro is hubris incarnate. Yes, he is. Always loved GL Core splashes. Yeah, I just thought this was going to be fun to do. I don't know if I fixed this or not. Nope. Oh, here it is. The guy even did a version without the logo. How cool was that of him? So anyhow, I can't remember who colored this. I've got to check my email. He didn't sign it, but man, it's somebody I've never worked with, but they did a fantastic job coloring this. I love the cuts. But so one thing I try to do, let me get back to the full size. I try to even give individual takes on body anatomy. So obviously Kilowog is huge in silhouette. You can definitely tell him apart. But like if you look at Tomar-Ray here compared to Hal Jordan, you know, I gave Hal Jordan, just like if you look at bodybuilders, we all have, as humans, have the same muscles, but they can look a little different. So if you look at bodybuilders, their abs might look different. So Hal Jordan's abs are different looking from Tomar-Ray. Tomar-Ray, I gave a longer set of the top abs and then smaller and stuff. This is kind of Gil Kane inspired. And even on Sinestro, I gave his abs are a little different than Hal's. So I just try to vary things up a little bit like that. But then, like I said, I want to do a cover with a female on the front. So I made up this female Green Lantern character. And the guy who colored it, I said, just do whatever you want. They're made up. I made up this chick because I want to make a hot, feminine looking chick with short hair. See what I'm going there? unlike the current Captain Marvel that has short hair that is drawn a little butchy butch. I want to do a cute female with short hair. So yeah, so this cover is sold. Like I say, you got Hal Jordan kind of going, look at my team. But this is the way I like doing blacks on the Green Lantern costume. I like just taking a brush and just chunking them in there and showing some highlights and stuff. So there you have it. That is the fun stuff. Always love them. Thank you. JP, thank you so much. Ronald, you guys are amazing. Let me tell you, please, if you haven't yet, if you're just joining the channel, remember what I always like to do. Oh, that makes the ladies go. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does, people. If you haven't backed First Man yet, please go back it. Link is in the description below. Books are going out. My mailbox is full right now. I've got a bunch of orders over the weekend. Mail was not picked up yesterday. I got a bunch of these going out today. I sold a couple of the sets over the weekend. So the sets are these books plus the Bart Sears variant cover. Or if you want, you can just buy these two books. The First Man 64-page graphic novel that'll rock your world. Superhero fun. Look at the shirt. The shirt says it all. Or the program book as well, which is behind the scenes. Guest artist drawing First Man layouts, things like that. Books ship out daily. The link is in the description below for the sign-up page for First Man Volume 2. What is that? Oh, yeah, there it is, baby. There it is. Please sign up. Hey, Hal, looking a bit like Demigod with that pose. Oh, maybe. I'm interested when it comes to comics. Trust me. A good host is a great listener. I love listening to you people. Are you also selling Demigod? I've got Demigod trade paperbacks for sale for $20 plus postage. All right, my peoples, everyone, you have a great day. You know, it's up to Ethan. It's his stream. He knows about it. Go forth and prosper. Hang around those channels. You'll learn, brother. Who here is connected to EVS and can tell? Everybody should. Try Super Chat. That's true. All right, guys. Thank you once again for joining me. I will be back tomorrow. We're going to talk comics. And I've got a couple comics I want to show. Stay tuned and you'll see what they are. Until then, always remember that I'm bringing... Sexy